that is an interesting way of like, it doesn't really solve your problem, not necessarily. It's a really good Naga game, but the only problem I do have with this game is the fact that PYW's Clockwork has a lot on his shoulders here, I feel, if Naga doesn't get out of control.
Be the thorn in their side. It's a hero that stalls the game, ruins your timing pushes, can contest Roshan, gets so much out of the map. On the flip side, he can sometimes be too slow.
That is enough.
And there's the Fishman first blood. I feel like I've said that a lot, but you know, I'll put another on the board here, and nice little pick up for PWY.
That's why it would on the Dawnbreaker. Yeah, just because so much focus should be on enabling the SF in this game, right?
But I feel like Mew tends to play like a carry off lane.
Yeah, he kind of does. Watson going to be in some trouble as they continue to get kills here in this top lane. Tries to snag away the Lotus, but Fishman still had a stun ready to go.
And any type of gank potential you have on this SF is huge with the Spear Breaker coming in. Another trade, but this does not look too favorable.
Yeah, this setup was much worse because they did not burn through the refraction before getting all the damage in. But I guess with the Dawnbreaker, or excuse me, the Jakiro coming in to help out the Dawnbreaker, I guess they just kind of like jumped the gun a little bit on it, but ultimately do manage to get that kill.
It's never too early for detection, Austin.
I suppose that's true. Echo. Double gank by supports between just the 2 hits from the supports and a power shot. They are able to get the job done. Fishman couldn't actually bump him back in with another round of the cogs. Does hit no one to push him a little bit farther away as he committed the focus fire and try and kill PYW.
I don't know how much you can do with that, but I guess we're going to find out. I guess, I mean, you can hookshot in and then connect the Dawnbreaker, connect Jakiro spells. It's something.
Any TP rotations to help out?
I think he's alive, though.
Maybe you could just walk it off.
Not in range for another purge.
Oh, no one. Headshot.
It's just going to line him up.
Caught him inside the cogs with the Dawnbreaker ultimate to ensure the kill. DM will finally die. They had a crack at him probably like 5 minutes ago.
Another gank coming towards bottom for LG. Do not want to let them pressure the Naga. They're here at the right time, but maybe too late to save.
Yeah, he might be doomed to die to this damage over time, but they will manage to get some kills for it. First of all, DM's going to die. Now they're going to see if they run down any supports. Power shot.
Round 2.
Shiro. He's like, yeah, you got me that the first time, no one, but this time around.
With that Solar Guardian up for New, he does have that fast to lower the cooldown, and yeah, decent find should be a guaranteed kill here.
And maybe not. Battery Assault might still tick him out. It's going to be close, but he does manage to get it on just one of the final ticks there. Yeah. Keep people inside of it for longer because it just has never, almost very rarely has it ever been good enough.
A little Arcane Rune TP gank here, pretty value for no one.
Hook shot lands on the creep, misses both no one and Kataomi, but the smoke is still coming in. So maybe he can bait them to turning around and fighting into this one. Maybe they're just going to fight into Shiro. Throws out the blood grenade. Fishman really wants to fight this one. DM and Kataomi are not so sure about it, though. The charge coming through. The Requiem is going to land and hit all of these heroes, fearing them back once again, allowing Shiro to be able to retreat and for them to pick up both supports.
Especially if they're going to bring Naga to that type of fight. See how aggressive Watson can get here in the next 10 minutes, though.
Nice blink over to the side, dodging the ice path. Really going to go for this one. Oh, he's got the Dawnbreaker within striking distance, and they will get the kill on Watson. And no one who used the focus fire is not going to be able to get the return kill either.
It's still doable without it if they get a good fight. And he's looking for the fight. That is...
PYW just keeps on landing the hook shots, man. And no one stuck inside the cogs will not be able to make it out. Nice path on 2 with the Requiem on top of this. Combination is on point for LGD, but will it be enough? With Watson laying out the damage from the back lines, it seems like it's not good enough for LGD. They get a lot of entities heroes low, but they can't quite finish off many of them. Final swing from New does manage to get that one on Fishman, and now Watson's being chased down by Shiro. Shiro, another refraction, turns around, throws an ML shot to try and finish up New. Not quite good enough. A song to make sure he's not going anywhere to corral the kill, and in the end, it does work out very well for LGD.
Gleipnir done for the Wind Ranger, so Entity big items just delivered. A lot more teamfight presence in the 5-on-5.
Gleipnir holds him in place long enough. Dawnbreaker ultimate coming in. They're going to try and burst down the Doom, not letting him get off his ultimate, but they lose the SF. So they keep their sights on, in a funny way, going for the Doom to prevent the Doom that would have gone onto the SF, but they lose the SF anyway.
Ooh, another hook shot.
There we go. PYW just setting up kill after kill, pickoff after pickoff for LGD. And he's so farmed that they can't even turn around and kill him.
And let Shiro just clean up the other side on the waves. Or just find the hook shot. Yeah, that works too.
Just keeps on finding it, man. Can't even throw out a power shot. Revealing yourself to PYW means death.
Something went wrong for you here. Something went very right for LGD, and it's a Midas out for the Doom, but I mean, it's just increasing his net worth to
hook
feed
shot
the
into
fire.
Requiem.
Yeah,
nice little combo that will guarantee any kill that doesn't have a BKB. So that's going to be a tier 3 with no Doom, and we'll see if LGD want to keep that momentum going all the way into the barracks. And
this Naga really messed him up.
Yeah, it did.
It did not feel like Entity knew how to deal with him in the fights at all.
Okay, Gleipnir underneath tier 4s. Entity, is it possible for them to be able to play this one out? Even with a buyback, they can't actually catch any of the LGD heroes, so they kind of just reset.
And it's all single target. So who are you? I mean, it just looks so hard to fight the Aegis here, but it looks tough to take the extended fight no matter what, unless you can find isolated targets.
Which they do. New
yeah,
gets
that
himself
helps.
Caught in the enemy jungle. PYW, though, he doesn't have the Dawnbreaker ultimate to back him up, so he's not nearly as enthusiastic about hitting a hook shot here. DM trying to find this opening. Okay, hook shot into Orchid, but he quickly cleansed that with the Greaves, and it's Echo who's going to be the one taking the brunt of Watson's damage. Even though they have this very strong carry, they're going to have to use the song to get out of here. See if he can escort his supports out. Entity are very likely to catch at least one of them. It's going to be YU Smile, stunned up. This is a situation where LGD could be completely untouchable as long as this fight goes well. But if it doesn't, they're going to find the opening here. Go for YU Smile, kill the Jakiro, and blow up Mew at the same time. They got
fast.
2 kills very fast. Shiro gets nothing really done here. Oh, wait. They hit the Requiem Mules combination onto no one, trying to blow him up with the Aghanim Scepter. It should be enough damage as Roshan's going to be one to claim the last hit. DM stuck inside the cogs. He's going to try and jet back out of there from the clockwork. Katomi comes back in with a huge charge, landing onto the SF, stalling him up, stalling up PYW, and they've got this fight in the bag. Shiro, he's going to have to use a song TP out. And they will win the fight, and they will claim the second Roshan. Entity turned this thing around.
You can't let Entity just run you down during the 7 or 8 seconds they have the debuff immunity. An awkward place to fight.
Yeah, a little bit awkward. DM, though, he's going to get the Doom onto the Dawnbreaker. I thought maybe he was going to go for Shiro on that play.
You can't heal him here. He's just gone.
Yeah. And the charge, they have so much chase. Once they break the initial part of the fight, they have to use the Requiem to try and keep these heroes off, but the BKBs went out from Watson and no one. They are able to focus down Shiro. The game absolutely collapsing now for LGD, who are in such a good position just 5 minutes ago.
I mean, you need one insane hook shot here. You have to hook shot into Requiem. Well,
Echo
that's out
gonna
the
be
window.
charged. Doesn't get a Requiem off at all. You see, he has to hit just this magical Requiem. Well, if you can't even cast the spell,
that's just the game, I think.
Then, yeah, you might as well just pack it up, go home.
What a weird game, honestly. It felt as though LGD were in firm control of this, but a couple of good flanks by Entity. They got the Midas on the Doom, and then they just started scaling a lot harder. They got all this bonus XP, and then just an overwhelming ball. We've seen this from them over the course of this play, and now they're just rolling through some heroes here.
Yeah, no effort whatsoever really needed to kill Shiro. The one time he's going to buy back, but
man,
they've already gotten kills.
I mean, it's going to be hook shot into SF ult, buyback on the Dawnbreaker.
Well, there's the hook shot. Where's the SF ult? It's not good. He went for the backline Requiem into Blinken, pull back in with the Aghanim Scepter, and frankly, that's just never going to be enough. They're too far behind to try and do that combo.
You can get a nice Ice Path here.
Yeah, 3-man Ice Path. Love a Requiem off of that one, maybe. Okay, they do dice up the supports. The TA goes down pretty quickly.
Carry trade.
Didn't actually look the worst.
Yeah, they're going to clean this up. Actually works out in the end.
All right.
That was extremely awkward looking.
You know, second part of the Requiem rather than just doing a blink ult with Kaya Sanj.
We're about to find out.
Or Kaya Yasha.
PYW, this fight is a lot on you, my friend.
He is going to get inside the Roshan pit a little bit too early to be able to steal an Aegis just yet. No one, though, does. No, PYW stacks it away. No one does not get the Aegis outside of the quick fingers of PYW, and now Watson's going to get demolished by this Naga Siren unless he get away. Beautiful shackle shot, latching down the real Naga Siren and putting the threat on it. Kataomi hits him with a charge. It looks like Shiro might just die. He is. They couldn't get any help whatsoever. No one just does the damage without Watson really needed. Watson spending half of his fight controlled up and Yules. The rest of Entity
just
win the game for Entity, man. Watson's going to get demolished by this Naga Siren unless he get away. Beautiful shackle shot, latching down the real Naga Siren and putting the threat on it. Kataomi hits him with a charge. It looks like Shiro might just die. He is. They couldn't get any help whatsoever. No one just does the damage without Watson really needed. Watson spending half of his fight controlled up and Yules. The rest of Entity just win the game for Entity, man. They just cleaned it up.
I mean, again, so much of that is the SF goes in. He Requiems 2 BKB heroes, does nothing, gets focus fired down, can't even get the second one off.
All right, so Fear, we were for just now very anecdotally checking some of the best carries in Immortal on Dota 2 Pro Tracker. Who was currently really high on the charts?
For carries?
Yeah.
Land a shackle shot, and then they're just going to follow it up with ET Spirit on top, Sunray going through, and Underlord's just going to be there giving horror. It's very straightforward. And the laning is also pretty strong.
He's got him.
Yeah,
Fishman, he'll be the one to get first blood.
A beatdown right there. And that's the other scary part about their lineup. Their 5-man looks insanely scary to play against. That is some damage, though.
Yeah, that guy's not going to be having a fun time. Kataomi is playing Phoenix, so.
Very cheap, too. All these spells are very cheap, easy to throw out. No one getting beat up mid. Very low. He's just dead here?
Yeah. With the rotation coming out from PYW, he will die. And you said so much of Entity, a lot of their games at this play-in stage has been around and through no one, and his successful wins on mid very oftentimes during the laning phase, and then the momentum he gives them off of that kind of lead. But not going to be the case in this game. LGD, they've cooked up something that Entity may fall into a hole once again, as DM is going to die again in this lane.
LGD, very strong early game for them. They have Timbersaw free farming during all of this action. Find another kill.
Yeah, Why You Smile should be able to run him down, no problem, as he has a pretty big movement speed advantage here. Kataomi tries to hide away in the trees, shot down. And no one gets a little aggressive on mid, but you can see the line is just hanging out.
Snapfire is the same level as his offlaner here. Ridiculous start for him.
Getting this kill on Fishman will just boost them up even further. You're struggling, but apparently you're not struggling enough to get the helping hand out.
Should have been lower level, honestly.
Yeah, seriously. Mew, he had one more tree to be able to get on top of Watson. Might be able to get the return kill very easy with Echo showing up. So, a worthy exchange. Core for support.
I mean, where do you go right now on the map if you're Endy? You have to use this storm to make the moves, but right now it's you just trying to skirmish into these super high level heroes and you're struggling to do it. They're going to find...
I mean, you absolutely go to the Marcy
double
lane.
Kill. Okay, yeah. That I did not expect that to work as well as it did. Mostly free farming up here. Don't think Watson sees this one coming.
No, wrap around from behind from PYW combined with the smoke. This is just so many heroes that surely they'll be able to get the kill, and they do, thanks to your spike. Still though, Mew, he's probably going to die as Stormspirit hits him. Can they get the chain stun off of this one? Doesn't look like it. No one is actually going to go in deeper. Goes for the kill on PYW, and thanks to the Supernova, he feels safe enough even if he's out of mana. Try and chase after him. Shiro's not going to quite get there in time. The Underlord going to pop the ultimate, so they're going to turn this one around, go for the support. Why You Smile trying to get a cookie away, caught inside the ensnare of DM. Echo, actually, Shiro still wants to take this fight with his ultimate. He's not really healthy enough. They do manage to get the kill on Fishman thanks to Echo landing that shield crash. No one, beautiful shackle. That cleans up Shiro and keeps no one alive. Mew has to go for the kill on Nakatomi instead, which he will. Chakram will slice him out of that fight.
Again, your positioning on any need to make sure it's on point.
Shiro
or make the aggressive plays
was
yourself.
farming alone in bottom lane. No one shows up. Can't really afford those kind of pickoffs. LGD have already lost the net worth advantage that they built up so painstakingly in the laning phase. Echo does not get hit. Oh, the cookie! It stopped the Rolling Thunder. It might have just gotten him killed. Not quite. A Hex comes out, and now it's the Stormsphere in trouble, blown up by the finger. They do manage to get a good egg positioning, though, and Wyu Smile's dead, so nobody can kill that egg. Running over the mid lane.
They have the need for some wins in this group stage, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's certainly true. 2-5, not looking great, but looking perhaps a little bit better in this game, too, if they can get this kill on DM. There's 1.5 for Echo, so Orchid. I'm not sure if the Orchid was actually needed for either one of these kills he's gotten so far, but it doesn't hurt. Fishman going for a D ward, gets caught in the process. Manages to live. Whoa, wait a minute. Now they've got the stomp on them as well. Rolling Thunder doesn't matter. The damage from Watson with the focus fire, and PYW will get cleaned up as well. No one just got a kill in bottom lane, got that pick off on Snapfire, just showed up for 2 kills at top. Now he's going to TP to mid and maybe catch Shiro. Wait, no, Shiro's just going to kill the egg. He'll go for Wyu Smile, an easier kill perhaps, and has to commit his last bit of mana to be able to get that kill. Does get it, but he dies in the process. Shiro underneath the Chakram. Mew, can you help him out? He can. Gives him the positioning to hop up the cliff, but he will tick out. The fire, too much damage. Damage over time ends up finishing him off. Now New's just got to worry about his own life here. Another firestorm will not be enough. Having BKB means very likely that Orchid never will result in another kill on a Storm Spirit, but they can get some other kills, like Fishman in the mid lane.
That blink for PYW will definitely help get this Orchid a bit more usability. This is a tanky hero to go on.
Yeah, not the fastest kill for sure, but if the TP rotations can't come in quick enough, only Wyu Smile was able to come in because they made that move on mid. But just for other teams, the fact that Entity feels like you can't give them Darkseer, and this Wind Ranger has actually proven to be a pretty interesting choice for them as well because the fact they can run it both in 1 or 2 position. Drafting.
They're just meeting their mark everywhere he goes. Look for the pick off. They do have some decent burst, and yeah, that's enough. So there's your Aegis gone.
Ooh, they missed out on being able to get that stun on the Phoenix. Maybe they could have gotten that kill real quickly, but got off the Supernova. Now in the second life, the Storm's here. He'll run down probably both supports. Instead, they're being a little bit more proactive.
Very aggressive.
Moving all the way behind this tier 1 tower. They're going to break on the low ground. PYW jumps in, but he doesn't get the Hex in time. Watson pops the BKB, and the fight's already over.
Yep, that's it.
That was an incredibly blind and risky maneuver from LGD. Mew's going to have to take a longer ride back to his side of the map. May still be caught, not realizing they had vision on him. Saw him moving up like that one, and they just keep him in place of the Supernova. They have plenty of damage.
More stacks for the Storm here, up to 18. Lincoln's already done for no one, by the way.
And he's going to go for the kill on Echo. Shiro, he's going to make his first entrance in a while. Kind of messing up the Earth Spike, but it doesn't really matter. They get that kill. That is the first show of the BKB from Marcy.
No one continuing to hunt with the same gate play on whoever tries to push this bottom lane out.
And they just get a great clump up that they immediately take advantage of. Both supports will die.
Every time someone has tried to get this lane in for LGD, it has gone horribly wrong.
And Entity is just getting stronger and stronger so they can make moves like this. They make that move at bottom lane while the other 2-man team of Fishman and Watson, I guess he's going to be okay, but they are cutting across the map on the side of Entity. May not be chasing down the Pango, but they'll get something better. A nice beautiful shackle shot, a good response though. PYW gets the Hex, stopping all the damage out from this Wind Ranger. The Wind Run's going to run out soon. Still, he gets off the BKB and starts making his distance away from some of these damage dealers. Some desperate shots out from the Kisses. None of them are going to land on the Wind Ranger. Can't finish up that kill. And you left alone on the high ground. No one pushing for more. He's got the mana to chase. He's got the mana to be able to go for the kill on both the Snapfire, and he'll collect Shiro's head as well. Go for the Lion underneath underneath the tier 3. Entity are just so strong, and the base means nothing to them. Will not slow them down a heartbeat. They'll just keep going.
27 galvanized stacks for this Storm right now.
Jeez.
Absolutely out of control. LGD, they found the Chainstone on the Wind Ranger. That's the dream scenario for them, but not enough damage to finish him off. Unable to sync it up, and another disaster of a team fight for this squad that is on the brink of maybe facing elimination in this play-in.
Echo, did he not know they were going to come back through that gate?
I mean, what is he supposed to do? It's his tier 4s. Oh, nice little arcane rune for no one. In case he needed more mana.
Mate, no one on the low ground here. No, he zips forward. And with the BKB activated, there goes LGD's hopes of a pickoff. At best, Echo can maybe make it out with this Rolling Thunder. But without Rolling Thunder, they certainly can't take the team fight. Now they've been caught inside the pit. They couldn't afford that one. That's just a free setup for the egg on the outside, just to make sure LGD are not going to try and bail out those two heroes.
Are you going to take this fight without the BKB on the Marcy? It seems pretty hard. They're going to try.
Yeah, they tried to go for it with the Rolling Thunder. Missed out on the Watson jump while no one goes straight for the supports. It's just easy kills for him there. Now, Watson got in a little bit too deep, though. He gets himself a bit punished there without Watson. Can LGD hold this one? Shiro's just going to run out of gas. No one's just too strong. It's just like game one. You reached a point where Entity got too big, and even when Watson dies, there's a second carry and even a potential third as DM continues to have an influence. He stole it away from him.
Why? You can see no one.
No, come on, man.
Absolutely furious right now. How dare you take my rampage?
What do you want me to do, man? It was Firestorm. I can't control that.